What's up, guys? So in today's video I kind of wanted to address something I've been asking, or a lot of people have been asking me this question is, do I have a pedal commander? Will I do a review on a pedal commander? Should I get a pedal commander? Can I get a pedal commander? The answer is, I don't need a pedal commander. Nothing against pedal commander, but basically my truck is already tuned. I have a Diablo Sport tuner, I have the i2 tuner, and basically the pedal commander costs, $300. Maybe you guys can get them used, maybe you can, shop it around, whatever. Let's just say for argument's sake it's $300, right? So you're gonna spend $300 on a pedal commander, and that's good money that could basically go towards getting your truck tuned. And what I mean by that is you can basically, depending on what year your truck is, so you kind of have to take this with a grain of salt. So if your truck is up until 2014, which my truck is 2014, you can basically buy a tuner and plug it into your truck and tune it. And you can do the same thing as a pedal commander. You can change how sensitive your gas pedal, throttle, whatever you want to call it, you can change how sensitive that is in relation to how much go or how much is going to open your throttle body. So basically you can do the same thing pedal commander does. The nice thing about pedal commander is you have the ability to turn it on, turn it off, have 3 different settings of the sensitivity. Or 3, maybe 4, don't quote me, but anyways, I know you can have multiple, switches on your dash where it has a little button thing and you can change whether you want the pedal to be sensitive or not sensitive or whatever. But my truck's tuned. I'm going to show you guys in a second how you can access that if you already have a tuner. Maybe you don't know about it, maybe nobody told you about it, but you can basically access it. So my pedal right now has 20% gain. So basically it's 20% more sensitive than it was from the factory. So that's one part of it. And then in conjunction with that, I have a bored out throttle body on my truck. If you guys haven't already seen that video, check out the video from the past where I show my throttle body bored out. So there's 2 things going on there. One, the computer and the programming is having the throttle body open more, 20% more, since I maxed it out. You guys can set it to whatever you want, but basically my throttle is 20% more sensitive. So it's opening it sooner, and not only that, but because my throttle body's bored out, it's actually letting more air in than a factory throttle body would. So my sensitivity on my pedal is nothing over the top, like nothing that's too sensitive or too touchy, or you don't want to drive it. It's just perfect in my opinion. So basically it's it's sensitive enough to the fact that it feels like a performance truck, but at the same time it's not sitting there being jerky or too touchy or lurching forward or anything crazy. But in my opinion it's perfect. So that's the reason why I'm not going to get a pedal commander, just because I feel that it's not really necessary in my application. But here's where I start to get into it. So if you have, like me, up into a 2014 truck, basically you can get Diablo Sport tuner, or I don't really have any relations with Diablo Sport, but you can get Diablo Sport tuner for around $400. So why would you go and spend $300 on a pedal commander for just being able to adjust your throttle pedal, when you can go ahead and get a Diablo Sport tuner? You can adjust your pedal and you can get more performance out of your truck. So for those of you guys that don't know, there's not really any performance to be had with a pedal commander. The only thing you're gaining is just the sensitivity, just that you hit the throttle and it reacts sooner. That's literally the only difference. So it's not going to give your truck more power. It's not going to make it have any more power than that. It's literally just going to be more responsive to your pedal. So I say that because up until the 2014, because this is where things change. So if you have a 2015 and up, you guys don't have that, I don't want to call it luxury, but you guys, it's not as affordable to go ahead and tune your truck. So on 2015 and onwards, currently, you have to take your PCM and basically do a PCM swap where they give you an unlocked PCM. So that whole fiasco ends up costing you about $1,000 more or less to basically have a tuned truck in your, tune on your truck. But the nice thing about that, guys, is you're kind of lucky. So I have that advantage being the 14, that with the 8-speed transmission, I can tune my truck without having to send my PCM in. But the issue is that I can't currently tune my transmission, my 8-speed transmission, with Diablo Sport. So Diablo Sport, they're being kind of goofballs with that. For some reason, the 2013 and the 2014 trucks, they haven't released transmission tuning for us, for the 8-speed guys. So these 2 model years are left out of the picture, but on the same token, I can go ahead and tune my truck without setting my computer in, basically. The advantage to the 2015 and up guys currently is they can actually tune their transmission. So if you get a 2015 where you do the whole computer PCM swap, you're able to tune your 8-speed transmission. And if you guys haven't seen, I can't physically show you with my truck, but maybe I'll find a link and I'll put it in the description. But some of those trucks that are tuned, they just have like simple bolt-ons and they're tuned with the transmission tune. Those things friggin' fly. Like, you would not believe how fast they are. So that's one thing to kind of consider, is if I were you guys in the 2015 boat, I would send my PCM in. I would get a full tune with the transmission tune. If you guys have any bolt-ons, you can basically contact Hemi Fever or Jay Green. Either 2 of those guys are going to get the job done for you guys. But those guys can turn your truck into a rocket just with some bolt-ons and basically playing with the shifting. So let me go ahead and show you guys where the setting is on Diablo Sport. So you guys, if you already have this, you can change the setting, and you guys, you know, can see that I'm not BSing you, that you can basically do the same thing the pedal commander does, but without a pedal commander. So let's go ahead and show you that. All right, so here's Diablo Sport. It's just this tiny little iPod looking thing. It's really small. It's like, fits in the palm of your hand, but it's actually pretty powerful. So basically it plugs into your OBD2. Sorry if I'm repeating myself for those of you guys that have already seen this or know what it's about, but I keep getting asked a lot, so I kind of just want to walk through it with you guys. So you basically plug it in, it fires up, powers off of the truck. Hopefully it's fast enough that we can make the video exciting for you guys, but it does take a little bit of time. It's not the quickest thing. So it's going to boot up, and then it's going to tell us to turn the ignition on, and I'm going to walk you guys through the steps on where you can change the sensitivity of your pedal. This one in particular, I'm pretty good at sourcing out things and sourcing out good deals. But I got this one for, you guys are going to die laughing, I got this for 160 bucks. So for me, this is a no-brainer as far as this. So it's going to ask you, and just to kind of recap or finish that off, I got it for 160 bucks used, but you have to be very careful that somebody has unmarried it from the truck. Otherwise, it's basically a paperweight. So you have to make sure if you buy it used that somebody unloaded the tune out of the truck before they sold it or moved on before you purchase it. Otherwise, it doesn't work, and then you got to buy a license for I think 150 bucks. But you can tune, even if you buy one of these, if you have like 2 or 3 Mopars or Dodges or Rams or Jeeps, you can buy several licenses and only have to buy one tool, which is kind of cool. So anyways, it's asking if we want to agree to these terms. We're going to say yes. So once you boot it up, you're going to see that it says Tune Vehicle, Scan Tool Settings. You're going to hit Tune Vehicle. It's going to tell you to put the truck in the run position. We're going to say okay, since it's already in the run position. But you don't want your truck to be running. It has to be off. It's going to tell you to wait. And we're going to go to Advanced Tune so that we have the options to change that. We're going to go Tune Select. And then you're going to see down here Modify Parameters. So if you click on Modify Parameters, this is where you guys want to get into. So you're going to see cooling fan AC off, cooling fans AC on. So that's where you can adjust your fans, your electric fans. Idle, MDS, whether you want to turn it on or off, rev and speed limits, throttle. So you can see there's an asterisk next to it, which means I change that parameter. If you click on throttle, throttle booster. So you can see that I have it cranked all the way up to 20%. So basically it boosts my throttle input by 20%, which is a significant difference, but you can sit there and change it to whatever you want. It has a maximum of 20. So then you're going to save it, and then you reload this tune. It's already obviously loaded, but this is where you guys would go to change it if you needed to change it. So just be aware of that. So that's basically it, guys. There's some other cool stuff you can change here too. So like I said, traction control, wide open throttle, fuel, spark, if you're handy with that stuff, but that's basically where you change it. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully that cleared up some of the reasons why I don't have a pedal commander and why I don't necessarily feel that I need one on my truck. But if there's any questions on this stuff, guys, don't be afraid to leave me a comment in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them to my best of my ability, and other people usually chime in as well. So I know you can actually stack a pedal commander with a tune, and people have done that before, but I don't feel it's necessary. I mean, I already feel like the pedal is responsive enough for my liking. So, because I know people will say, well, the 20%, I don't like it enough. I want to stack it with more responsiveness, but this pedal is already plenty sensitive for my liking. It completely woke up the truck. It's not lazy anymore. It gets out of its way. You don't have to mash the throttle to get to accelerate. It has a nice modulation, and it's really good. So that's my perspective. But anyways, if you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up for me. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so you're notified of the latest videos. And as always, guys, we'll see you on the next video. And one more thing, if you haven't checked out some of the other mod videos that we have on this channel, make sure to check them out, because we have a lot more stuff on the channel. I show videos of the truck tunes, how to tune it, how to install it, all sorts of stuff, LEDs, exhaust, intake, all that stuff. So check it out, and we'll see you next video. Take care.